In this exercise, we're going to work with strings. So what you're going to do is to take words in one list box, take each of them and reverse the letters in the word, and then place the reversed word in another list box. I've created the form with the two list boxes. The one is called LST Original, and the other one is called LST Reversed. I've also pre-populated the items property. In other words, if I go to items here, I've already put in some words into the items property. And then I've also added the reverse button, BT in reverse. So when we run the program, click on reverse, it will take each one of those words and then reverse the letters and place it into the other list box. Right, so let's write the click event handler of button reverse. Okay, so we're going to need some string variables, one for the word that we want to reverse, and then one where we are going to save the reversed word. So now we're going to use a for loop to go through all the words in the original text box. So I'm going to use an index I, which will start at 0 because the index of the first item in the list box is 0. Then we want the loop to execute as many times as there are words in the list. Now the list box items property has a count property that we can use. So we say list original items dot count. Okay. So I must be less than list original items dot count, and we use less than because the index of the last item in the list will be one less than the number of items in the list. Okay, and we just increment by 1. So inside the loop, we assign the current item indicated through the index I, and we place it in the word variable. So list original items I. And it has a problem, cannot implicit object is string. Okay, so we have to cast it as a string. So we just say string because the items are not of type string and our word variable is of type string. Okay, so next we want to now go through this word letter by letter and build up a new reversed word. So I'm going to initialize reversed word to the empty string. Then I'm going to start a new for loop, and this for loop is now going to go through the whole word letter by letter. So I have declared an integer variable j there that I will use as index here. So j starts at 0 and j is less than word length. Okay, and j is incremented by 1. So we are going to use the j value as the index to word. We're going to start at 0 and we're going to end at 1 less than the length of word. In other words, to get to the last letter. And what we're going to do is for each letter we're going to add it to reversed word. So we're going to say reversed word is equal to, and then we're going to say word j plus reversed word. So because we have word j here before reversed word, it will build up a string. So suppose the string is hello. The first letter will be H. Okay, so it's going to first add H to reversed word. The next letter is E. And when it gets to the E, it's going to add the E before the H in reversed word. So then we will have EH. The third letter in word is L. Okay, so then it's going to add L to reversed word. So then we will have ELEH and so on. Right. We then have to, once we've created the reversed word by going through all the letters in word, we have to now add that word to the reversed lists items. Like that. Okay. So let's just run the program and see if it works. Okay, if I click on reverse, you can see that it has taken every word and reversed the letters in it. We could, instead of letting our J index go from 0 up to the last letters index, we could have turned this around. We could have said J starts at word dot length minus 1, and it is greater than or equal to 0 in the condition, and then here we subtract 1 every time. But then we would have had to swap this. Okay, so in this case, J starts, suppose the word is hello. Okay, hello has 5 letters. So the length will be 5, but the index of the last letter will be 4. So then it will start at 4 and count downwards. So it will first take the last letter O and then add it to reversed word. Then it will take the second last letter and so on. And in this way also come up with a reversed version of the word. So as you can see, there are many ways in which we can solve the same problem, and any two different programmers might solve the problem in two different ways.